Hey guys, Sean, Leslie the Verdummies, OG M17. So, last time you saw it, didn't really roll through a fully automatic cycle very well, and I blame that solely on the Milsig metal trigger. It was a known problem when those triggers came out. They take a little bit of grinding and such, and if you saw in the community section, I switched back to the Valken plastic trigger. And we're gonna try again. Couple of notes about fully automatic in the M17. It is 100% your ROF, your rate of fire, is 100% dependent on your bottle output pressure. So in this case, I'm only running 750 PSI. For those of you that are running 1100, you're gonna see your rate of fire increase to a point where you may create jams. Essentially, your mag's not keeping up with your bolts, and then you're gonna have to upgrade your magazine spring. There's a whole slew of things that all gotta kind of go together well to have it function in fully automatic. And if you drill your regulator, or you have, one of those new Home Defense 24 regulators or the critical situation regulators, that's going to create its own set of issues. So fully automatic is going to take some finagling to get it to work properly. There's an adjustment on your trigger here. And actually on this side, oh, there it is. That is a locking set screw. So you loosen that off and then you adjust. There's a through socket head right there. You can see the tip of it poking out. You can adjust this screw in and out. A common misconception is that it increases sear spring tension. It does not. If you've disassembled your trigger group, you will know that screw is not connected to anything whatsoever. It is a stop. That is all it is. So as you wind that screw in, this is going to protrude more, and it's going to actually, just make sure this is degassed before I pull that trigger. Can you see that? Right here where that screw's protruding. So the more you thread it in, it's going to act as a stop. So your trigger's not going to pull as far. That is where people are wrong most of the time. Fully automatic in an M17 is more like a bump fire. You don't just mash the trigger and go. It takes a little bit of finesse, and that's what that adjustment's for. So what you have to do is kind of half pull your trigger, and you'll find a sweet spot when it just starts going. And then you make the adjustment to your trigger, and what you want is so that when you pull to that point, that sweet spot, the stop, that adjustment screw is actually hitting. So what that does is you hit the sweet spot, and then it'll start banging off, and kind of this motion, you're not just gonna be holding it down. You'll be surprised when this thing starts kicking that your finger actually does move a little bit. These are interesting animals. I was testing my auto fire factory bolt spring yesterday with, I don't have it out here, one of those AliExpress regulators. This thing fired perfectly fine. I removed the the AliExpress regulator, installed the tank directly in the back as you see it with the Home Defense 24 on off. Auto fire, emptied this whole tank right down to nothing. So I put a known good factory bolt spring in, and well, you're gonna see here, it works just fine. The easiest solution is pick up one of the aftermarket bolt springs. I do a lot of messing around with springs. Some of it's all for naught because you know, some of these companies are actually getting them made more specifically in a better quality than these AliExpress springs that I use. And they just work. They really do. So in any case, factory bolt spring is in here. This trigger group, if you notice in the community section, I had a shim in the sear spring. Yes, this, like I said, is OG. I'm running a factory sear spring with a shim, and I do have a upgraded return spring and that little folded metal taco thing that looks like this. It's like a U-shaped silver shiny thing. I also have the same spring installed in that, and those are both AliExpress springs from many moons ago. You want to see the strangest flex? G-Mag, boys and girls, G-Mag. 11 rounds in here. I'll chrono the first one. Short barrel, drilled rig, lower output bottle pressure, 750 PSI. Whoops. I'll have to fix that first. Oh yeah, you might have noticed that actually. I haven't tapped the other screw hole yet. It's for something I'm working on. Let's just take it off there for now. I know you came for the drum mag. I don't, unfortunately I shut up all my cardboard, so all I got is this little cat litter box. So chrono one, I'll throw the cardboard up and I'm gonna dump this mag just to demonstrate it works. And depending on how it goes, you can see my new decor here as well, trying to keep the window from breaking. Maybe I'll try the drum today, but I might have to wait for, you know, a more adequate piece of cardboard. So let's get going. Oh, better put that cardboard up. All right, here's this bad boy up. You can see how I just did a quarter turn? Contrary to belief, you do not have to wind your twisty all the way in. Quarter turn, half turn, whatever your pause can manage, opens the valve, and you're good to go. .326. Oh, I never told you. Those are Grimberg Jewel V2s, 8 grams. Okay, so there are 10 remaining in here. We are going to fun mode. I think I'm just gonna move this chair over here in front of me, protect my shins. And I can take a knee a little bit too. All right, here goes nothing. Rad, right? Never said full auto wasn't fun. And I mean, I'm 12 feet back. Can't miss, right? Full auto is hard on your marker, especially when it's turned up. What do you think? Drum mag? Drum mag? Still got 2,000 PSI in here. I got the curtain up. Let's go do it. Let me grab the mag. 30 rounds, Grimberg Jewel V2s. I have 2,000 PSI left. Let me just show you guys here. I have 2 legs and 2 arms remaining. I'm wearing my safety glasses. If there's one thing I can tell you guys about full auto, it's if you want to use it, practice it safely. I cannot stress it enough, especially when you're trying to tune it in. Things can go haywire fast, they really can. Oops, okay. Whoops. Wrong position. Hell yeah. That was the entire drum. Boom. I saw one sneaking behind the curtain there. No broken windows. That was awesome, guys. M17, full auto. I got the day off today, so there should be a few more videos coming out very quickly. Let's have a closer look at that. I mean, just cardboard, right? But it makes a heck of a mess.